The Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation's mission is to preserve and sustain Idaho's wildlife heritage. I view it more widely than that we're Idaho's wildlife charity. We receive donations from the public and we put those to work in wildlife-related projects throughout the state. We focus on 3 areas: conservation education, habitat restoration, and public access.
There's a wide range of projects, big and small, that we support each year. We partner with other organizations for things like winter feeding for elk, or supporting safe wildlife crossings to avoid animal collisions on the highways. Some of our restoration projects include stream bank improvements along many of Idaho's rivers and creeks, and helping to bring back native plants in areas burned in wildfires. We've funded interpretive signs on nature trails and supported community fishing ponds for kids and families. One of our biggest success stories is the Springfield Hatchery.
That project has become one of the most successful projects we've ever done, and it's absolutely essential for the recovery of sockeye in the Columbia and Snake River basins in the Northwest. It really does help ensure that we retain our Idaho legacy of wild salmon for future generations.
I enjoy knowing that someday my kids, your grandkids, may be able to fish for these fish. And actually, as we say in our literature, put the redfish back in Redfish Lake.
The Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation has funded conservation education projects all over the state, beginning in 1990 with the MK Nature Center.
The MK Nature Center is considered by many people in the Treasure Valley to be one of its jewels. We are a place in the middle of our capital city where folks can get out and they can get into nature very quickly. They can see a little snapshot of wild Idaho right here in their own backyard. We also are a hub of activity for schools. So we have about 10,000 school students every year that come through here for specific programs. The students get outside, they get a little bit dirty sometimes, maybe they get a little bit wet, they get to see cool stuff, and they leave here really enthusiastic about having had a hands-on conservation education experience.
So we also facilitate property acquisitions for public access, most recently the Little Salmon River access near Riggins, Idaho. One thing the foundation can do that other partners and other groups cannot is act quickly, and when this property came available, our board had a quick board meeting, decided it was something we wanted to pursue, and immediately we went about applying the funds to make that happen.
They were able to step forward, purchase that property, and hold it, while we were able to get through to a point we could purchase it from them and develop it into an important access area for salmon and steelhead fishing. Without the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, many important and significant projects simply would not have been able to be completed. We put a great value on our partnership with them.
By making a contribution to the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, you are supporting projects that will help keep Idaho wild.
One of the ways that people can leave a legacy for Idaho is to create an endowment with the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation to support these projects in the future.
At the end of the day, it's all about keeping Idaho wild. We don't want to take that for granted. Fortunately, we've had a lot of help along the way.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.